It's a dark and cloudy night, but even the clouds can't cover the moon's bright glow as it softly illuminates the porch. A young girl is staring up at the sky, smoking a cigarette, and thinking about where else she could be right now if she only had the money to jet off. Anywhere would do. She hears something coming from the shrubs in front of her, but ignores it, knowing there are animals in these fields. A man, bloody and dirty, stumbles from the bushes. She jumps as he emerges and drops her cigarette to the ground. She runs over to him and notices he has been stabbed in the neck. She wraps his arm over her and tries to assist him to move closer to the house. She is a small thing, and unable to carry his weight much longer, tells him to wait where he is, and runs to the house. She talks to him as she walks those few steps to the house, explaining to him she's calling for help. He falls to the ground and tries to speak, but only a whisper escapes his lips, too low for her to hear. There's no time. Run. She enters the house and picks up the phone, calling 999. She speaks to an operator for a minute and returns outside, still on the phone, to find the man gone, but sees a trail of blood leading around the house. The operator informs her the police and ambulance are on their way. She drops the phone and walks down the 2 steps onto the crisp grass. She speeds up, almost sprinting, and stops suddenly, slipping slightly as she turns the dark corner to see a shadowy figure stood before her. She paused and proceeded to tell the figure help was coming. The dark figure moved slowly closer, almost gliding. All she could hear was the gentle crunch of grass underfoot as it moved closer. She wanted to move, but knew he was hurt, so walked closer to help. 2 steps apart and the figure collapses forward. She instinctively throws her arms out to try and catch him. A sudden pain runs through her, and the figure stands gently laughing. She stands back and runs her hand down her body to the source of the pain to find a knife lodged in her abdomen. The pain becomes worse. She tries to scream, but is knocked to the ground before more than a breath is released. Sirens are heard in the distance. The figure takes the knife and cuts her throat before strolling off into the darkness behind the house.